discuss the Game of Thrones for the national capital ahead of the Delhi polls. A significant legal development has now taken place where the Ministry of Home Affairs has granted permission to the Enforcement Directorate to prosecute Arvind Kejriwal, the convener of Aam Aadmi Party and the former Chief Minister of Delhi, ladies and gentlemen, in connection with the alleged liquor scam. The ED has accused Kejriwal of being the mastermind behind this liquor scam, labelling him as the main conspirator and the kingpin. Now, the allegations include claims of money laundering under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, which is PMLA, directly linking him to the irregularities in the now scrapped Delhi excise policy for the year 2021 to 2022. The agency has presented a charge sheet against him detailing accusations of receiving substantial bribes from a cartel known as South Group, which controlled liquor sales and distribution in the national capital. Now, this latest move follows the Apex Court's ruling last November that mandated prior approval from the relevant authorities before prosecuting public servants under PMLA. Now, the ED's request for permission comes after the Central Bureau of Investigation had previously arrested Kejriwal under the Prevention of Corruption Act last June. Kejriwal has challenged the charge sheet in the Delhi High Court, arguing that it should not be acknowledged without proper sanction from the authorities. In fact, his legal team contends that ED's actions are unwarranted and politically motivated, especially given the timing of these developments just weeks before the critical elections of the national capital. News9's Brijesh Pandey is joining us on the broadcast straight from the newsroom. Brijesh, a very good morning to you. First up, like we have already said, the timing is very critical. It's very interesting. Is it only going to add the constant hurdles coming in the way of the Aam Aadmi Party as far as the elections and holding the seat of Delhi is concerned?
I think, what will happen is that it has definitely put pressure on the Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal because, they had approached the Delhi High Court saying that the entire case in the lower court had acted without any approval from the competent authority, which was the Ministry of Home Affairs in this particular case. And that is the reason why the High Court had given a stay on the PMLA proceedings against Arvind Kejriwal with the nod coming from Ministry of Home Affairs. I think the Enforcement Directorate can now move full throttle to prosecute Arvind Kejriwal. See, if you talk about a Delhi election per se, then the chances of it impacting Delhi election in a big way is a bit less because already the wheels of the campaigning and all has gained momentum. But yes, I mean, if you look at the macro picture of the legal troubles for Arvind Kejriwal, it is definitely going to rise, and that will be one big area of concern for Arvind Kejriwal, even if Aam Aadmi Party goes and wins this particular election. But one thing is very clear, if you look at by the way this election is being fought by both, be it Bharatiya Janata Party or the Aam Aadmi Party, they're leaving nothing to chance. But yes, the BJP, the Congress, both are going to use this MHS sanction to hammer home the point to the voter of Delhi that look now, the sanction has come against Arvind Kejriwal, and all the talks of Aam Aadmi Party about how they've been an anti-corruption party since its inception will take a big blow. Sakshi?
Definitely, and Brijesh, like we have heard in the past also from the Aam Aadmi Party, they have been blaming the ED and all the investigative agency that they are in the pockets of the BJP. At this point of time, this development now coming in early this morning, are we expecting this particular statement to only grow louder from the side of Aam Aadmi Party?
Look at the timing of this sanction. I mean, anybody will say that that the timing leaves a lot to be desired. When the election dates have been announced, and today when Arvind Kejriwal is going to file his nomination papers, this sanction coming from MHA will definitely raise eyebrows about the timing and the fact that this might have been used to alter the emergence and the dynamics of this particular election. That question will definitely be asked, and that is the reason why Arvind Kejriwal has been right from the word go in this election, has been, campaigning against Enforcement Directorate and CBI also. And if you remember, the way a press conference was done yesterday by Sudhanshu Trivedi and also Delhi Police Special Commissioner Law and Order Madhup Tiwari, when he went on to say that the NGO has come into picture for sending, sending letters to schools, and they are saying that this particular NGO is also linked to Arvind Kejriwal. So, right now these kind of allegations won't carry that much water because the electorate is also aware of the fact that, you know, it's a no holds barred election, and if anything which happens during this course of campaigning, then they will also take it with a pinch of salt. But nevertheless, you know, it has further intensified the kind of battle which is being fought on the grounds of Delhi.
But what about the positioning of Aam Aadmi Party, Brijesh? I just really wanted to understand it from you. Is it really going to cut much ice with the people residing in the national capital, these constant cases emerging in, the legal battles going on? Also, very interestingly, this tussle taking the center stage yet another time between the Aam Aadmi Party as well as Delhi LG.
Well, you know, if you look at the last couple of years, you know, when ED became one of the key political player as far as, you know, within quotes, as far as the national politics is concerned, the entire opposition has charged Enforcement Directorate of acting in a completely biased and partisan manner. And that is the reason why, you know, the prosecution or you know, the raids of Enforcement Directorate does not elicit the kind of otherwise which would have elicited, you know, in a normal course of election. It'll be very interesting to see that, you know, that Aam Aadmi Party has been maintaining right from the word go that only when it comes to opposition party, ED adopts a very hawkish approach, and, you know, going by the oral observations of the Apex Court vis-a-vis the functioning of Enforcement Directorate, you know, it's a mix and match of you know, the kind of impact it will have on the ground. See, timing is of essence, and if you look at the timing, the Aam Aadmi Party, I think, will be able to convince its voter that if you look at the timing, you know, this sanction could have come a month earlier. You know, this sanction could have come 15 days, 20 days, 1 month, 2 months earlier, but it did not come at that point of time. It is coming bang in the middle of the election, when the voting is approximately, you know, 15-20 days ahead. It will definitely send a message that, you know, that it's not only purely legal case which is being pursued. There's an element of politics in it as well.